Futures open interest data analysis provides valuable insights about market sentiment, traders' behavior, and upcoming trend of the market. However, analyzing this data can be complex and overwhelming without right tool and the knowledge. That's where Voibulls comes into place to simplify and decode the futures VOI data. Let's get into it. Now we'll see how we are doing data analysis and finding the trend of the market. For that, log into your Voibulls, click on menu option and click VOI analysis. Once you click VOI analysis, you always will be in a live mode. Live mode interprets the current data, current day's data. Okay, historical mode, you can check all your historical data and do your analysis. By default, you will be giving 1 year to 9 months of historical data for doing all your analysis and back testing, so that you can easily test how your data analysis has been worked and whether your analysis is matching with your chart analysis and other things. Next one is a name. Here you have to select which stock or a index you wanted to analyze, current month, expiry, and next month expiry and far month expiry. So whichever month you wanted to do analysis, you can select it. Date selection and interval. Here we start from 3 minutes to 60 minutes. Always we prefer for keeping in a higher time frame for analyzing the trend of the market, so that we have kept on a 60 minute. Okay, click go. Once you click go, the data would be populated. And we have an auto refresh option here. So every 1 minute the data would be automatically refreshed. And if your auto refresh is not working, you can try in a different browser, so that in few browsers the auto refresh may not work. And whenever you wanted to have a live data instantly coming before 1 minute, click on this go, you will get an instant data. And what all columns we have here? Date and time. Date and time is from start time to end time of that column. What is the time interval we have selected? And total VOI. This total VOI is a total contract which is open for this expiry, and this is a total VOI change. This VOI change is compared between yesterday's close total VOI and current VOI. Okay, so overall for the day, the VOI has been changed this much. That is this column. And days high and days low. This is a futures days high and days low we have mentioned here. This is a level break. Here we have given days high level break and days low level break with a graphical representation, so that you can easily understand what has been happened. So whenever you have a green indication on a background, the days high has been taken out. Whenever you have a red indication, it means the days low has been taken out. Okay. And the volume has also been denoted with a background whenever the total volume for the day has been increased and on a breakout level. So you will have a yellow background whenever the volume is breakout has happened. LTP, this is a future LTP, change in LTP. So for the time interval, whatever you have selected, whatever LTP has been changed, it will be denoted here. And VOI change. So the VOI change, what we have here is the changes which has been happened from the previous interval to the current interval. It is not the total VOI change. It is an interval wise VOI change. So if you select 30 minutes, for each 30 minutes, whatever VOI has been changed, it would be here. And interpretation. Here in interpretation, you will have all the open interest interpretation like long build-up or short build-up or long unwinding or short unwinding like that. Now, to know the overall trend of the market, we always have to look for either long build-up or a short build-up. The other two interpretation doesn't exactly denote the overall trend of the market. So if you wanted a uptrend, always look for a long build-up. If you wanted a downtrend, always look for a short build-up. The other two interpretation doesn't mean the exact trend of the market. So market trend can be denoted only with a long build-up or a short build-up. Short build-up is a downtrend. Long build-up is a uptrend kind of thing. So only the interpretation, if you see and if you take decision, it would be a wrong. Always we suggest to check whether the LTP has changed significantly or not, whether the volume has been breaked out, whether days high and days low has been taken out or not. When you combine all these things along with the interpretation, your trend analysis would be so accurate. For example, here the short build-up has happened. The LTP change has happened only 49 rupees. The first interval LTP has changed 210 and the next interval LTP is only 49. So the short build-up has happened and the volume is also as broken out. day's low is also taken out, but the LTP is not changed much. So if you go and check a chart at this time interval, you will exactly know whether it is a right short with the point. So we'll go here on chart. If you check at 10:30 here, one more important thing which I have to clearly specify is always open interest gives you the trend, that's all. The entry and exit should be as per your chart setup, and your chart should tell whether you have to enter or not. Okay. And for example, your chart is on the uptrend and your data analysis on the downtrend. Always you do not trade whenever the data and chart is not matching. Whenever both are speaking same language, you can take that trade. Okay. Here the data is on short trade and the chart is showing on a long side because the super trend is below the price and VWAP is below the price. At that time, it clearly specified that price is going to move on the upside. Okay, the data is suggesting on the downside. And if we go the same day, if you see at 12:30 to 1:30, you have a long build up. The price has been changed significantly. 150 rupees has been changed, and you have a very good volume breakout also, and day's high is also taken. So we'll see what has happened in that time on the chart. 12:30 to 1:30, you can see the price has been increased continuously. Super trend is below, VWAP is below, and you have a volume also for that candle. So the overall data is also on bullish, and the market is also giving you a bullish signs on the chart. So this is a setup what we have to confirm, where data is also on same side and chart is also on same side. Two things to be remembered: always do analysis on a longer time frame, and only data analysis doesn't suffice to take the trade. Always data should be only for deciding the trend, not on the trade. See, here we are going to do a data analysis for finding the trend. So always trend should be analyzed in a longer time frame. Either should be above 30 minutes or 30 minutes to 60 minutes. It is like that. So we prefer to have a longer time frame to analyze the trend of the market. Here we are not checking for any entry or exit, because entry exit can be done in a shorter time frame, but analyzing the data always should be on a higher time frame. So we prefer 60 minutes. Yes, always you can check what is happening in next expiry as well along with the current expiry. But on last 1 day or last 2 days of the expiry, always you have to check along with the next expiry only, because many people would be doing rollover of the positions. At that time, in current contracts, it will be continuously, OI would be reducing, and in next contract continuously it would be increasing. So we cannot only decide based on the current contracts on last day of the expiry. Okay, always we have to check along with the next expiry also. See, always we have to give some time for data to be collected and give you the right interpretation. We cannot do a data analysis at 9:30 because we will have only 15 minutes of data to do the analysis. Okay, always we have to give at least 1 hour time to get the right data, and data should have sufficient time to give you an exact interpretation. So always do data analysis only after 10:15 to 10:30. This analysis is for intraday because we are doing a shorter time frame. For position, 60 minutes is not the right time frame to do an analysis. For position, you have to do a end of the day analysis. At that time, you will come to know what has happened for whole day and what has happened in this week, like that. For that, we have one more feature called Futures Open Interest EOD Analysis. So that would be very helpful. Yes, this you can use it for max for a BTST trades kind of thing, because many days we will have a structure where the OI is continuously on a bullish side and the chart is closing at the day side. These things and all is a right candidate for a BTST. So that can be used, but for position, we cannot use this 60-minute time frame. Hope you have learned something new in this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos in this channel. Keep learning and earning.